Da 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 da. Turned inside out and outside in again. What new lessons will this year bring?
Welcome to the New Move Coffee House. I guess the world has not ended, so that's good.
This is the last show of our 23rd season, so that's pretty exciting. Thank you. Thanks to the help of some amazing volunteers who do all this work every month just because they love the music and love having you here. And I want to introduce our first act, who's a wonderful, wonderful singer-songwriter from the Boston area. We've been trying to get her here a couple of different times, and I'm finally happy to see her here. Her name is Meg Hutchinson. You're going to love her.
I'd like to know someone who's known months without sun. I'd like to know someone who's learned how to sleep when the night's still bright. I'd like to know someone who comes from the mountains like a wall against my waves. I'd like to know someone who knows the quiet time after the song is sung. A slower burn, a better kind of fire. I'd like to know someone with music in their lungs. I'd like to know someone who let stuff off the hook, throw back the little ones, 'cause I'm quick to love, quick to tire. I'm looking for a slower burn, a better kind of fire. I'd like to know someone who knows I came undone once. I'd like to know someone who knows deep where they come from. 'Cause I've been quick to love, Thank you. This is a song called Travel In, and wrote it. I was just kind of milling around in the minister's office back there looking at the bookcase, and it was full of books that I love about the inner work and the inner journey, and that's what this next song is about. It's all about, in the midst of the physical travel, how do you slow down enough to really do the most difficult traveling of all, which is the inner work. Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, a thatchwork of fields, a flock of white birds tossed into the sky. I live in corners of the night, checking in and checking out, and then I fly. Days stacked up on days, thunder in the winter, lightning flashing through the falling snow. I sleep a shallow sleep, and in the dream a little boy runs toward the checkpoint, a white flag in his hand. And I thread my coat to yours, and can we turn and turn and turn? Can I stitch your sadness to the wind and let it go? Do you build a little cabin on your little piece of land? Will you curve your body against mine and let it rest? I learned the oneness of alone. I learned to call this motion home. Travel in, travel deep. Travel in, travel deep. States stacked upon states, all pressed against the highway. Whole country working hard to look the same. They call it an illness, that miracle spring. When I left out of my flesh and became one with everything. And I thread my cord to yours, and can we turn and turn and turn? Can I stitch your sadness to the wind and let it go? You build a little cabin on your little piece of land. Will you curve your body against mine and let it rest? I learned the oneness of alone. I learned to call this motion home. Travel in, travel deep. 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 been helping to promote an upcoming Buddhist event next weekend with one of the greatest living Tibetan Buddhist masters who'll be in Boxborough. And what I have discovered is that it's kind of a conundrum trying to promote a Buddhist event. It's really not, Buddhism doesn't lend itself to promotion very readily. All right, this is your part, if you're willing. Da 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 da. Very beautiful and delicate. How about being huge? Ready? Da 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 da. Turned inside out and outside in again. What new lessons will this year bring? Nothing to do today, list scribbled out. My cup is empty, don't fill it up. Fear just a trace, still fading away. How long did I sleep? I couldn't say. Mending this giant, delicate web, spin my mind back till it's shimmering. Empty myself of all myself. Turn it over to something else. You ready? Da 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 da. I'd like to sing you a song without words. A moment of pause. It could all rush by in a day. Years full of wanting, years full of waiting for your new life to begin. Missing the point. There isn't a point. But now, da 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 da. Empty ourselves of all ourselves. Empty ourselves of all ourselves. Turn us over to something else. Turn us over to something else. Thank you, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I have one more for you, and I want to please give a huge welcome to Mr. John Gorka, who's going to help me on this. This is called Home, and in keeping with my genre, which I think is cheerful songs about depressing things. Here's a really cheerful one about depression. And thank you so much for listening. I won't tell you where I've been, only that it's so good to be home. It's possible to go so far down, as some of you might already know. Did you go there too? I won't tell you what I've seen, only that this world can be so mean. Brave souls shuffling up and down the hall. No one visits, no one even calls. Did you wait there too? I've been getting better these days, and I've been sleeping in my own bed again. I've been dreaming in full color. Oh, goodbye, sorrow. I've found another way. I won't tell you what I would have done if not for my dearest ones. Chemistry can sort of leave you in the lurch. I'm just glad they found a cure. Did you find one too? 'Cause I've been getting better these days, and I've been sleeping in my own bed again. I've been dreaming in full color. Oh, goodbye, sorrow. I found another way. But if the world should really pale, dark night of the soul is real, let me offer I've been there. And one day that darkness clears, 'cause I've been getting better these days, and I've been sleeping in my own bed again. I've been dreaming in full color. Oh, goodbye, sorrow. I found another. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, goodbye. I found another. I found another. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, goodbye. I found another. I found another. 'Cause I've been getting better these days, and I've been sleeping in my own bed again. I've been dreaming in full color. Oh, goodbye, sorrow. I found another way to stay. John Gorka, thank you.
Well, Thank you very much. My name is John, and I will be your singer for the next little while here. That was called I Saw a Stranger with Your Hair, as a song from my first record. We do an introductory song because there may be Meg Hutchinson fans here who have no idea who I am, maybe, or there's people here who didn't know are not familiar with my music, but wanted to see what a Gorka looked like. So, okay, so this is it. This song is the best introductory song I can do for you new people. You've heard this before, bear with me. I'm from New Jersey, I don't expect too much. If the world ended today, I would adjust. I'm from New Jersey, no, I don't talk that way. I watched too much TV when I was young. I'm from New Jersey, it's like Ohio, but even more so. Imagine that. I think I did this wrong, didn't I? I sang it wrong. Wow. I really am from New Jersey. I'd like to do a song about where I'm from. I'm from New Jersey, I don't expect too much. If the world ended today, I would adjust. I'm from New Jersey, no, I don't talk that way. I watched too much TV when I was young. I'm from New Jersey, my mom's Italian. I've read those mafia books, we don't belong. There are girls from New Jersey who have that great big hair. Once found in shopping malls, I will take you there. I'm from New Jersey, it's not like Texas, no, there is no mystery. I can't pretend I'm from New Jersey, it's like Ohio, but even more so. Imagine that. I know which exit where I'm bound. The tolls on the parkway, they will slow you down. New Jersey people, they will surprise you, 'cause they're not expected to do too much. They will try harder, they may go further, 'cause they never think that they are good enough. I'm from New Jersey, I don't expect too much. If the world ended today, I would adjust. Yes, I would adjust. I would adjust. This is the oldest song that I wrote that I still do. I wrote it, I think I was 19, and it was true then, but it's even more true now, so I like to do it for you. It's still relevant to me personally. I don't know about you. But This is called Like My Watch. Like My Watch. Wow, I was impressed by that swell. Excuse me, I'm sharing more than I needed to. Here we go. Like my watch, I'm a little slow, and I don't always go when I'm supposed to. I'll take my time and still change my mind, and I'll stop if you drop me. Like my cup, I'm a little dry, so please take the time to fill me. Take out my spoon and you'll see real soon that it don't take much to stir me. And like my shoes, I'm not real new, but I don't like to get stepped on. A little polish, a little shine, and I will turn out fine if you rub me in the right way. I was 19. And like my lamp, I'm not real bright, so I don't have no more words. Okay, thank you very much. Festal negative. So that was festal positive. Sorry, that was very positive. I think of every song that I've written, I think of it as an act of hope, but I don't have a whole lot of overtly positive songs. I've got, out of the hundreds of songs I've written, I have 3 or 4 overtly positive ones, and I'll try to spread them out through the evening. Okay, good. Let me sing you a song that it's on a record that came out last Tuesday on Red House Records. It's a record to honor Bob Dylan on his 70th birthday. For Bob's 60th birthday, Red House put out a record called Nod to Bob, Nod to Bob. And for his, originally they wanted to get it done for his 50th birthday, but they didn't make it. So it's good that they made it for the 60th, and it took less than 10 years to make the second one, which is called Nod to Bob 2. Nobody feels any pain tonight as I stand inside the rain, and everybody knows baby's got new clothes, but lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. She takes just like a woman. Yes, she does, and she makes love just like a woman. Yes, she does, and she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. Queen Mary, she's my friend. Yes, I believe I'll go see her again. Nobody has to guess that baby can't be blessed till she sees finally that she's like all the rest, with her amphetamines, her pearls. She takes just like a woman. Yes, she does, and she makes love just like Yes, she does, and she aches just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. It was raining from the first, and I was dying there of thirst, so I came in here. Time curse hurts, but what's worse is this pain in here. I can't stay in here. Ain't it clear that I just can't fit? Yes, I believe it's time for us to quit. And when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. You take just like a woman, yes you do, and you make love just like a woman, yes you do. And you ache just like a woman, but you break just like a little girl. I'd like to ask Meg Hutchinson to come up and sing with me on this last song of this set. I'll be back and I'll do all different songs. So if the songs you didn't like in the first part here, you won't hear them again, at least tonight. All right, Meg, are you available? Oh, there you are. Please welcome back to the stage, Meg Hutchinson. All right. This is a song about wanting to be a tree when you grow up, and the chorus goes, I'm going to reach, I'm going to reach, I'm going to reach for the sky, I'm going to reach till I know why. All right. Branching out, hoping to stay for the second part. It'll be all different songs, less talk, more music. Well, I'll try to make more sense. When I grow up, I wanna be a tree, gonna make my home with the birds and the bees and the squirrels. They can count on me when I grow up to be a tree. I'll let my joints get stiff, put my feet in the ground, take the winters off and settle down. Keep my clothes till they turn brown. When I grow up, I'm gonna settle down. And I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach for the sky. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach till I know why. When the spring comes by, I'm gonna get real green. If the dogs come by, I'm gonna get real mean. On windy days I'll bend and lean. When I grow up, I'm gonna get real green. If I should fall in storm or slumber, please don't turn me into lumber. I'd rather be a Louisville slugger, swinging for the sea. wide. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach till I know why. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach for the sky. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach till I know why, till I know why. Thanks, Nick Hutchinson. A little bit. And this is called Writing in the Margins. I'm writing in the margins, notes to me and you, 'cause the pages are all filled with new orders coming through. I'm writing in the margins, notes to you and me, so maybe we'll remember the good that didn't have to be. I'm writing in the margins, 'cause our days are spoken for, and your nights are with the restless who were broken in this war. I stood twice and carried once, and yes, I choose to serve, but there is no glory in it, and my voice goes mostly unheard. Oh. We go when we are called and hope there's wisdom in the voice, and we fall back on our training when the moment leaves no choice. I'm writing in the margins, getting closer to the edge. I am running out my time, I am walking on a ledge. I'm riding in the margins, a horse that's going blind, staying focused on my mission and attached to my behind. I'm riding in the margins, listing all I need to fix. You know my job is still in transport, today 20 tons of bricks. And there's not a lot of rich boys wearing VCUs and sand, but I'll think about that later when I make it home again. I'm riding in the margins, in the outskirts of a town, peeking up at you on the day you wore that gown. I guess I'll try to sleep now when I get this off to you, knowing there's at least just one thing in this world that is still true. I'm riding in the margins. I am riding in the margins. I am riding in the margins. I am riding in the margins. took about 50 years to write, so hope you like it. It's called Ignorance and Privilege. I was born to ignorance, yes, and lesser poverties. I was born to privilege that I did not see. Like a peck mountain by scan, want a free and easy end. I didn't know, but my way was paid. I grew up a Catholic boy in a northeastern state, a place when asked where you from, some people tend to hesitate, reply a little bit late, as if maybe it didn't rain. I was born to ignorance and privilege. Dad ran a printing press, a tag and label factory, and may have seen it as a child, now a distant memory, almost too faint to see. Dark red brick factory, I didn't know it, but my way was paid. We moved from a city street shortly after I arrived to a house on a gravel road where I learned to be alive. Crawl, walk, run, and ride, that's where I learned to come alive. I didn't know it, but my way was paid. If the wind is at your back and you never turn around, you may never know the wind is there. You may never hear the sound. Whoa. Got to grow and go to school, work at home and dream at night, even be a college fool like I had any right. Never went through a war, never Great Depression poor. I didn't know it, but my way was paid. Nose to the grindstone, shoulder to the wheel, back against the wall, maybe you know how it feels. If the wind is at your back and you never turn around, you may never know the wind is there. You may never hear the sound. Whoa. I was born to ignorance, yes, and lesser poverties. I was born to privilege that I did not see. Like a pigment in my skin, want a free and easy end. I didn't know it, but my way was paid. 'Cause I was born to ignorance and privilege. Night is a woman who embraces me. I'm never lonely in her arms. Deep in her heart, I'm free from harm. The moon and the stars are her ancient charms. She gives to me the gift of less to see. Night is a woman who embraces me. I know that she is stronger than the winter sun. She brings me to the places I'm warm. She's on me like a blanket or thunderstorm. And she always waits for me when I am forlorn. Although she is much older, we have just begun. I know that she is stronger than the winter sun. Night is a woman who embraces me. Her hair is dark and thick, and it will tumble down. She dresses up her shadows in a flowing gown. And she's always welcome when she hits this town. She is always everything she wants to be. Night is a woman who embraces me. Night is a woman who embraces me. She will reach me late and take my hand, lead me to my dreams and back again. Then she'll run like a shiver from the land. She gives to me the gift of less to see. Night is a woman who embraces me. Night is a woman who embraces me. Let me sing you this song. This is one I wrote after playing at a festival in Elmer, New Jersey, the land of my people. And I got to meet one of my all-time favorite singers there, Mavis Staples, who was playing with her band. You might know her from the Staples Singers. Anyway, one of the greatest singers ever. And I got to say, she won a Grammy this year, so that's fun. Anyway, I said I got a chance to meet her, and I said, Miss Staples, when you sing, you make the world a better place. And she said, thank you. And she paused a second, and she said, you know, that sounds like a song. I'll give you a half. And she laughed, but I didn't laugh. I took it seriously. I went home and I wrote my half, and I'd like to sing it for you now. This is called When You Sing. It's about not just the musical way of singing, it's about other ways you can sing as well. Okay, thanks for listening. This is called When You Sing. When you sing, you make the world a better place. When you sing, You bring us to a state of grace when you sing, when you sing. Do you know the joy you bring when you sing? When you sing. Like when you sing in your car, all alone with the radio, or along with the Sunday songs. Breathe in, breathe out, move on. The song begins in your heart. Free spark in your voice. Freedom's right where you are. You still have a choice. Freedom's right where you are. You still have a choice. Saint Francis from Italy, he said long ago, when you sing, you pray twice. That wasn't always, will be so. When you sing, you make the world a better place. When you sing, you bring us to a state of grace. When you sing, when you sing, do you know the joy you bring when you sing? When you sing. Don't worry, you can't make a sound to please a stranger's ear. Do for others, and you sing sweet, loud and clear. Sweet, loud and clear. You can sing with your hands, you can sing with your words. Sing with that still small voice and still be heard. Sing with your thoughts, you can sing with your gifts. Sing through the weather till the weather lifts. When you sing, you make the world a better place. When you sing, you bring us to a state of grace. When you sing, when you sing, do you know the joy you bring? When you sing, when you sing, when you sing, when you sing. There's nothing in my head today, nothing awful there to ponder or confuse me. Go ahead and what you have to say, and I will listen as I listen to the news. I know the whole truth there is horrible. It's better if you take a little at a time. Too much and you are not portable. Not enough and you'll be making happy rhymes. You might like the gypsy life. You judge your progress by phases of the moon. Get your compass and your sharpest knife, 'cause people love you when they know you're leaving soon. Choose to settle in one place, you may be harder over on the ones you love. Like a tree without the growing space, you will be taking from below and from above. You might like the gypsy life. You judge your progress by the phases of the moon. Get your compass and your sharpest knife, 'cause people love you when they know you're leaving soon. There is nothing in my head today. I'll cross the river, people, as I cross my heart. The pigeon bridges are a place to stay. I will go under as I try to do my part. You might like the gypsy life. You judge your progress by the phases of the moon. Get your compass and your sharpest knife, 'cause people love you when they know you're leaving soon. Meg Hutchinson, thanks a lot, everybody. Be careful going home or wherever you're going. Thanks.
Sign that, we'll make it even 3.
Hang on. Let me see. Do you want just my name on it, or should I make it out to you? Or?
Just name would be fine. But my name is Tony. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Great to meet you. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
It's got a nice neck.
Great show.
Very nice. All right.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, he encouraged me to write songs with more than anybody else when I needed the encouragement the most. You know, he was. Yeah, I really miss him.
A little something for you here, but it's on a bus route known as Riverside.
Oh, is that right?
And for some reason it correlates with the time I enter work and leave work, so I see this bus every step, and it gives me a little chuckle. So
that's great.
I wanted you to.
So that's
just
what
have
she
a little-
requested.
That's great.
Riverside,
That's great.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Terrific.
Hi, I'm here with John Gorka. This is an incredible event.
Very nice. It's a very nice place to play. So I'm glad people came out, and it's fun to do a show with Meg Hutchinson, who's a great rising star. So it's.
I couldn't believe how. I mean, honestly, you guys are phenomenal. You're one of the best I've ever seen.
Wow. Thank you very much. It's a treat to do this. It's lots of fun.
You started like at a coffee house called Godfrey Daniels.
Yes, Godfrey Daniels Coffee House in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That was my main source of inspiration. After I discovered it in college, and I stayed there after college because of that place. I didn't know of any other place like it anywhere. So it was it was a great. I got to meet a bunch of very inspiring people through that. I got to hear a lot of great music and meet great people. Some of the people I was kind of the house opening act there for a while, and the people who I opened shows for opened doors for me in other parts of the country. And it was a great place. It's still going. I just played at their 35th anniversary celebration in March.
Yeah, I had a quote from I think this was like in the late '80s after you first started with the Rolling Stones. Said you were the one of the preeminent male singer-songwriters of the new folk movement.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting because I think there were other people who acoustic singer-songwriters, but they didn't want to be associated with the word folk, and I didn't mind that. I felt like I was a part of that world and a part of that continuum. So I didn't run from that word.
And you did an unbelievable version of Bob Dylan, just like a woman. Yeah. And I think it was better than anything, Dylan's version.
Oh, thanks a lot. I think the version of it that was the one for me, is Richie Havens' version from his Mixed Bag record, I think from 1967. I hadn't listened to his version since recording it, so I don't know how close it. I have to give it a listen to see how close it is. But I sent it to Richie right after I got it ready for the Nod to Bob 2, and I said this my version I think owes as much to you as it does to Bob. So I hope Bob likes it too.
And was I understand? I mean, Woody Guthrie was a huge influence on you too.
His Bound for Glory book is one of my all-time favorites. I saw the Woody Guthrie, Pete Seeger. There's those guys. And there's Stan Rogers. There's so many. I could go on all night listing them.
Who do you like today as far as contemporary artists?
Well, Meg Hutchinson, Ansha Duvakot, and Anais Mitchell. Those are three that come quick to mind. There's lots of really good people coming up.
I saw your tour schedule. I looked at it and I couldn't believe you're working. You're really incredibly hard worker.
It's a busy season coming ahead. This is probably the busiest summer I've ever had. I think it's we're doing. I did a record called Red Horse last year, and so a lot of those shows are festivals that I'm playing with Red Horse. That's a fun little trio.
I have a show called Visual Radio in Haverhill Community Television, and I'll tell you, you are one of the best performers I've ever seen. And I'm not. Thanks. I really mean it. It was mind-boggling, really.
Well, thank you very much. It was a real treat to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for talking to us. I really, really appreciate it. Hi, I'm with Meg Hutchinson. You played with John Gorka tonight at the New Moon Coffee House in Haverhill, Mass. You guys played. I told John. I said, an unbelievable show.
It's a real pleasure to play with John Gorka. I just feel like his songs have moved me most of my life, and so it's very surreal to kind of turn around on stage and see him standing next to me and singing on one of my songs. It's definitely a dream come true, and to be on Red House Records and get to be associated with people of that caliber it's a huge honor. So yeah, I told John tonight, let's schedule the next one as soon as we can, because it's a lot of fun. He's just a tremendous songwriter.
No, I think you'll live in the Boston area, and so you'll be playing a lot around this area during the summer, probably, or?
I'm actually going to be traveling, probably playing more out-of-town shows than here in Boston. I had my big Club Passim shows earlier in the spring, but I'll be out in the Midwest quite a bit, doing some shows with my friends. We have a group called Winter Bloom, and we do holiday shows, and we're going to do some shows this summer as well. And so yeah, I'll be traveling, and that's the nature of this lifestyle, always on the move.
Who were some of your earliest influences when you were young, musical influences?
Well, it's fitting that I ended up on Red House Records. My dad was a huge fan of Red House artists, so we listened to a lot of Greg Brown when I was a kid, and I remember just driving along the back of the car, listening to Greg sing Rudy Toot Toot to the Moon. And so that had a big impact. I think when I was about 10 years old, I inherited my grandmother's Martin guitar, a 1957 Martin. And it was beautiful, beautiful instrument. I only knew about 3 chords, but I had this feeling, wow, if Grandma wants me to have this guitar, I need to, take that as a message. And that inspired me a lot. We had to go actually and get it repaired. It arrived and had been broken in shipping. And the whole family cared so much about this guitar, and I think that also had a big impact, that I realized how much music mattered and how much the instrument had mattered to my grandmother. And so that definitely influenced me and inspired me.
What's the latest CD you have out right now?
So the latest recording is called The Living Side. It came out last year on Red House, and we just put out a compilation called Nod to Bob, which is an album of Bob Dylan songs that all Red House artists have covered and reinvented and reimagined. It's a beautiful collection. It's called Nod to Bob 2. We actually did one before I was on the label. So look for that. That'll be out really soon. And
Like John said, you are definitely on the rise. You're definitely rising fast. And John is incredible, and you're incredible. And you have your dog. What's the dog's name?
it's Osa. Yeah, she's my pal. She's my road buddy.
I really appreciate it. I don't want to hold you up any longer. I really, really appreciate you spending a little time with. I have a show called Visual Radio in Haverhill on Haverhill Community Television, and it's really been an honor to have you on. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing it.
I can't stay in here, ain't it clear that I just can't fit? Yes, I believe it's time for us to quit. And when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. You take just like a woman, yes you do, and you make love just like a woman, yes you do, and you ache just like a woman, but you break just like a little girl.